and welcome to Introduction to Meditation. This is week 4. Thank you all very much for joining. Just a quick reminder as to how we're going to do this. The structure of this, very roughly, is that we'll do about 3 meditations, and I'm going to do some talking in between. The important part is just the meditation. I hope the talking piece is vaguely interesting and helpful, but the really important thing here, and the reason we really get together, is to do these meditations. If you're just joining for the first time, welcome, and just invite you just to do your best, just to follow along with the meditations as well as you can. And what I'd suggest to you and to everybody, and remind everybody, is to see if you can notice that it's a perfectly good human instinct to evaluate, judge, decide whether you like something, don't like something. But in meditation, that's not so helpful. So if I can possibly ask you to try and see if you, to the extent that you can, just see if you can put your judgment on hold until the end of the class. So even in the meditations, you might be tempted to think, is this going well? Is it not going well? Am I doing it right? Am I not doing it right? And I just ask you just to do your best and try not to worry too much about that. Because meditation doesn't really work on the level of where we're thinking about it, evaluating it, judging it. It works on a different level anyway. So just do your best, and then at the end of the class, decide whether you liked it or you didn't like it or whatever. Okay, so quick reminder. This is week 4, first 3 weeks. Really wanted to stress the idea that meditation is simple. You can do this. I know there's a big belief out there that people can't do this, but you can do this. It's much simpler than you might think. And any thought that you can't do it is to do with probably some belief you have about what meditation is. And I'd just like to ask you to perhaps put some idea of that meditation means you need to have a perfectly clear mind and perfect focus all the time. Just put that on hold. It doesn't mean that at all. All you have to do is breathe and notice what's going on. So you breathe and place your attention on the breathing. When you notice you've got distracted, just bring it back. In week 2, I really wanted to point out the fact that the premise of meditation is that the mind is amazing, but it's quite fundamentally flawed. There are some glitches in our wiring that lead us not necessarily in the right directions and can make us miserable. And one of the big themes of meditation is that meditation is about becoming familiar. It's about becoming familiar with quite a lot of things, but it's about becoming, one of the things is it's about becoming familiar with our own mind, with the fact that it's a bit wonky sometimes. So we're becoming familiar with the mind. We're also becoming familiar with meditation and becoming familiar with this slightly different mind state where we're simply placing our attention in the present moment and not in here thinking, worrying, solving problems, doing all that stuff that we need to do for our lives. But during meditation, we're taking a break from that and just placing our attention just into paying attention to what's going on in the present moment. And then last week, I sort of looked at what I consider to be the 4 building blocks of meditation. And we're going to go over those again today. But the 4 building blocks being focus, non-judgment, non-striving, and curiosity.